Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. The quote is saying that happiness doesn't come from external things like money or possessions. It comes from inside of you and the way you think about things. To be happy, you don't need a lot of things, but you do need to change the way you think. You need to focus on positive thoughts and try to see the good in life. By doing this, you will find happiness within yourself. The quote is encouraging you to look inside yourself and find your own happiness, rather than relying on outside sources. It's also motivating you to take control of your thoughts and emotions, and to find ways to be content with what you have. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Marcus Aurelius. The quote is saying that the best way to respond to someone who has wronged you is not to stoop to their level and become like them. Instead, it's to be better than them by rising above the situation and being a good person. When someone treats you poorly, it can be tempting to want to hurt them back, but that only causes more harm and negativity. Instead, by choosing to be kind, compassionate, and understanding, you are showing that you are the bigger person and that you are not affected by their actions. This approach will help you to maintain your dignity and integrity, and it will make you feel better about yourself and the situation. Additionally, it is a way to show that person that their behavior does not define you, and you will not let them control how you react. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Marcus Aurelius. The quote is saying that the negative effects of anger are worse than the things that made you angry in the first place. When you feel angry, it can be easy to lash out and say or do things that you later regret. These actions can cause harm to yourself and others, and can lead to a lot of problems. But if you take a step back and think about how to react in a calm and rational way, you'll be able to avoid those negative consequences. The quote is encouraging you to consider the long-term effects of your actions, and to choose to react in a way that will lead to positive outcomes. It's also reminding you that getting angry and losing control can have serious consequences, and it's better to take a step back and think before taking any action. Do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Marcus Aurelius. The quote is reminding you that life is short and that death is inevitable. It's encouraging you to live in the present and make the most of the time you have. You shouldn't put off doing good things or being a good person, because you never know when your time will come. The quote is suggesting you to make the most of the time you have, and to be the best version of yourself that you can be. It's also reminding you that death is always present, and it's a reminder to live a meaningful and purposeful life. The quote is also giving a sense of urgency to live a good life and make a difference in the world. You are a little soul carrying about a corpse, as Epictetus used to say. Marcus Aurelius. The quote is reminding you that as human beings, we are temporary and that our physical body is just a temporary vessel for our soul. It's emphasizing the importance of focusing on our inner self, our soul, and developing it to be virtuous, wise, and good. It's also encouraging us to not get too attached to our physical body and the material world, as they are transitory and will eventually be left behind. The quote is also reminding us that life is short and to focus on what truly matters, our inner self and our actions that align with our virtues. It's a reminder to strive to be the best version of ourselves and not to be too concerned with the external and superficial aspects of life.